Hello and welcome to RC Scale Studios. How's it going, guys? I'm still over here working on this Arma Limitless, and I'll tell you, I'm still fumbling my way around this YouTube, because I am new at that. And this morning I was checking out, and I couldn't believe it, how many comments there was. There was just like a bunch of comments, and I was really beside myself. I just want to say thank you guys for the comments. That's so cool. It's just really made my day. Anyways, with all these comments coming in, please keep them coming, because I need all the information that I could possibly get my hands on to try to make this car go over 200 miles an hour. And I'll take all the help that I can get, and I'm not kidding. Boy, this is a big task here. Now, in some of the comments, there's a handful of guys that were talking about the xo1 tires from Traxxas that I'm trying to use on the car here. And they are saying that they're not going to hold up, and they're coming apart around 115 miles an hour, which kind of stinks. But a couple summers ago, I was running these things out in the parking lot on asphalt, and I was going over 100 miles an hour quite a bit, and a lot of braking, a lot of turning, and you know, I was on it pretty hard, and the tires seemed to do pretty good. However, it was not speed runs, and it was nowhere near 200, that's for sure. It was around 100 miles an hour, but on and off the brake, so on and so forth. Anyways, one of the guys were saying that the GRPs are doing well, and I have seen those doing pretty dang good. They seem to be about the best out there for the most part. Another guy was saying foam also, and I have nothing against foam. Foam is really good in a lot of applications. On this car, I'm a little bit worried about the foam due to the weight of the car. It's going to be about 18 pounds, 19 pounds, right in there. So it might be a little heavy for foam. I don't know. If anybody is really up on foam out there, and you know, can throw their comment in on it, would be fantastic. I would love to hear anything about it on the foam. And the GRP sound pretty good tires too. However, those seem like they are good to 150, maybe a little bit over, and I've seen a couple videos where they started coming apart. Who knows, those might be the best for this car. Now, since I've had some success with them, you know, being really hard on them and stuff like that, and the application I'm trying to do with it here, I'm thinking they might work out pretty good on this car. I don't know. Anyways, what I'm going to do is run a test that hopefully it works, and this will at least get going in the right direction, see what these tires can do if I really try to stress them out. So this is one of the old tires I was running like 2 summers ago, and it's in pretty good condition still. And I'll tell you, this tire's been over 100 miles an hour a lot, you know, just that day that I was running in that parking lot. But you know, like I said, I was turning and braking hard and accelerating, and you know, went through several battery packs. So it really was hard on these tires, and they still seem pretty good. Anyways, I went ahead and got this thing balanced up real nice, just to make sure it's nice and balanced. And then what my plan is, this morning I got up and I made this shaft right here, so it'll fit into this die grinder. And this die grinder right here says 25,000 RPM at 90 PSI. Alrighty, 25,000 RPM. If I can get this thing to spin 20,000 RPM, that's plenty good. So we're going to see what we can do about spinning this 20,000 RPM. I got a compressor ready to go. Shaft's ready to go. It's already in here. Now with the shaft on here, I don't know if you can see this, that's going to be able to put this tire right on here. So I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to take it out front here, and we're going to go ahead and spin it up at some really high RPM and see what it does. If it holds together and it doesn't look like it's going to blow up or anything, we'll see how it does. providing this all works well. I'm going to go ahead and set it down onto the ground, and I'll go ahead and heat up that tire and see what she wants to do. So my plan is I have a stick cut here because I need to get an accurate RPM on the tool. So, you know, between air pressure and whatnot, we want this to be at least a fairly accurate test. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but it'll get us in the ballpark, definitely, I believe. So I have a tack, and I'm going to set up a thing on here real quick so we can use the tack, find out our RPM on our tool here, and all I got here is a piece of bamboo skewer, actually, and a little rubber gasket thing out of our assortment pack again from the hardware store. These things are coming in handy. Anyways, what I do is just put this on here like this. Let's see, something like this. See if you guys can see that. Keep it out there. And this right here will hold the stick on for me. See that? Just put it through, and you wrap the little rubber gasket around there like that. That's it. Let's get this in the center so it's balanced. Let's take a quick peek here. What do we got? We want to get it close. That's not too close. Alright, right about that. Let's bring it this way a little. Okay, right there. And right there, so that should do it right about there. And we'll keep our eye on that a little bit too. That stays in there pretty good. Now, so the tack can do some reading here. Got a little bit of aluminum tape. We'll go ahead and throw on here something shiny so the tack can read this. It'll think it's an airplane propeller or something. Look at that. Damn! It looks like I know what I'm doing here, guys. Watch out. Keep your fingers crossed. This is a little scary, actually. This part's not too scary. Putting the tire on here is a little bit scary. Hopefully it holds together. But this is going to, like I said, at least get me in the ballpark to see if this tire is going to even be close to doing what I'm doing. Look at that. That should do the trick. Look at that. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Let's check this real quick. Okay, hang on just a minute, guys. Okay. I think I'm going to get this where it needs to go and get a mark on it so I don't have to do this again. Would probably be pretty smart. Right. Oops. Alrighty. That's it right there. Let me go ahead and put a mark on this thing. Let's see. I know I got something to mark it with real quick here. That way, if it moves, I can just put it right back. Bingo. Okay. Get rid of this. Let's go out front and see if we can get this to work. Alright, here we go, guys. Low bridge, low bridge. Let's come right on over here. And we'll get this thing plugged in here, like so. Let's see. That looks like it's going to work okay. Let's see if this tack wants to cooperate. Let's get this in this sunny there. Something like that right there, I'm thinking. Let's see if it's going to read. Oh, 18,000 RPM. Well, we got it to 18,000 RPM right there. Let's let that compressor go a little more, and we'll try to get that again. I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, when the sun gets on there, we're getting up to 17,000, 18,000 RPM. Not too bad. I'll let that compressor go for one more second and see if we can do this a little bit better. I don't think I'm going to get 20,000, but 18,000 should do the trick. At least letting me know if it's going to work. Let's see if we can get a little bit better. Man, it's not easy. Let's see. 17,000. 17,600. Now we're steady at 17,000. Let's call it 17,000. Okay, it looks like I can get this tool. Oh, low bridge. Looks like I can get this tool going at 17,000. Okay. Let's go back in here. And we'll turn that off. So let's write this down. That compressor will turn off in just a second. Let's see, 17,000. And we'll just call it that. It did, I seen 17,600. But 17,000 should do the trick for now. RPM. Look out, gentlemen. Oh, and there's the complaint department. Just joking. Oh, get that thing out of here. Anyways, good, that compressor shut down. Very good. And so 17,000 RPM is what we're getting with this thing. At around 90, 95 pounds pressure is what that compressor set up with. I put it on the other side so it's so loud. Let me pull this stick out of here. Oh, there we go. And that's out of there. Okay. Let me check and see if this camera's still on. I have it stuck to my head. It still looks like it's going. Alrighty. Not too bad. Now let's take the tire off over here. And we're going to put that on. And we'll put it right on here. And bingo. We're going to take the tire out there and do the same thing. And see what happens. Alright. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now this is kind of neat. I'm excited about this. Alrighty. Throw the thing on there. Spin the tire. What I'll do is I'll spin it up nice and fast. And then and if it stays together and looks like it's doing okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick it onto the ground. Oops, maybe I should put this on there. Hang on. And get the little pin in here. How do you like that little shaft I made? Not bad. I just had to grind it down so it fit in. And drill a little hole in it. It's not a big deal, but it turned out pretty good. And we'll get our tire put on. Alright. No messing around here, gentlemen. Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's on there. That looks like it's good. Alrighty. Well, what do you think? Alright. It's on. Yeah, it was a little scary, honestly. Okay. By the way, I highly suggest don't do this. This is not recommended by me. That's for sure. Anyways, guys, here goes nothing. I'm going to be real careful with this thing. Real careful with this thing. Let's see what it does. Let's see. Well, maybe I'll get going this way a little bit. Hope you can see that good. Let's go ahead and start to spin her up some. Looks like it is pretty good so far. Let's see if it's stretching out at all. Get that out. like it's going good. Not a perfect balance. Well, we gotta be up there over 15,000, I'm thinking. Got the compressor turned on. I'm going to go ahead and let the compressor turn up just a little bit, and then it doesn't look like it's coming apart anywhere so far. Actually, right there, it looks like it's coming apart. Look at that. See that? See that little right there? That looks like that's coming apart right there. Actually, it's just the glue. Now, these things are 2 years old and used. So, I don't know. I don't like to see it coming apart, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on the ground just a little bit and see what she's going to do here. That's just a little spot that's, the glue is loose. Let's go ahead and... Sure can smell the rubber burning. Whew. Didn't see no smoke, but look at that. Okay. Ooh. Hot and gooey. Alright, well, I'm melting the rubber off the thing. It did stretch out some. And it's coming apart right there a little bit, the glue. You can see that. Just from there to there. The rest of it's okay. Up a little bit right here too. So I wonder if the glue is just because it's old. Like I said, 2 summers ago. Well, kind of a flip of the coin there. If it's just the glue, maybe I could put more glue on. Who knows? I know one thing. These ones that I bought 3 or 4 weeks ago new. Oh, thank goodness that shut down. Sorry about that. Anyways, look at all the glue they got on here. I mean, this looks like it's really on there well. Like they did a really nice job. You can see it's a lot of glue on this. So this looks pretty good. Now this one, it looks like it doesn't have as much glue. What do you think? I mean, if you look right there and right there, this looks like a lot more glue, without a doubt. And what about this side? Let's take a peek. This has got a lot of glue on it. And this one's got a decent amount also, but on the inside, nowhere near the glue. Like I said, 2 years old. These, I don't know when they were made from the factory, but they came from the hobby shop, you know, just a few weeks back. They could have sat in the hobby shop for a year or two also, who knows. However, I'm going to call this test good. I think this is good. I think this and this will probably do better than this one. Like I said, 2 years old, used, new, glue looks better. Maybe that's a little bit better made. Maybe the glue's a little bit better also on the tires that are made, you know, more recently than this one that's older. Who knows? Just guessing. Anyways, I think I'm going to stick with these and try it. But I will beware, without a doubt. And the only other thing that I'm a little bit concerned with that I can think of is the differentials themselves, the little gears inside. I'm going to be super easy on this car, getting it off the line, not trying to like stress anything or anything like that. And once I get that momentum going a little bit, I'm going to lay into it hard because I'll already be rolling. So it's less taxing on everything if you do it that way. And I think I have enough power that I could go ahead and bring it right up to speed. And then, like I said, I can stay on it real long or much longer because of the parachute. At least that's what my brain is telling me. So, I'm going to stay on it longer. I guess I'm just going to have to say I hope the parachute works because I'm going to stay on this thing. And one thing that's kind of cool, and I'm going to keep my eye on this, is here on the screen, it's going to be showing me the speed. Now I'm going to try to get this speed coordinated with the speed on the car with the GPS to make sure this is fairly accurate. But I've got to be thinking, as the car's coming down, as it's passing me, I want somebody looking at this, because I don't think I can take my eyes off the car. I got to be looking at the car. So, but if I'm have it like this, and my friend could be here looking at the screen, they could tell me how fast it's going. They could tell me if I hit the 200. So I think I could stay on it. Or you can tell me 150, 170, whatever I get to. I know where I'm at. And if I can stay on it even longer. And if it's close, stay on it, right? And hope for the parachute, hope for the best on it, hope it deploys correctly, and it was a good pack, because you never know. If it don't come out correctly, we might have a little bit of an issue there. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for leaving all these comments, and then, like I said, it's good information for me. I'll test and do things and take everything into consideration. That way we can get this car to do just ballistic numbers. And that's what we're all excited for. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody fly low and avoid the corona, man. Keep your family safe. And I hope you're all doing alright. Anyways, take care. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you at the track.